Hi everyone, so I decided to do a video about calories just so anyone that is interested can get a basic understanding of exactly how calories work, calories in versus calories out, and if your goal is to add lean muscle or to reduce body fat, then understanding calories will help you achieve that. To start off with, you've got macronutrients and you've got micronutrients. So macro means large, micro means small, and the nutrients is what your body needs. So the macronutrients is the large macronutrients that your body needs, and that comes in the form of water, fiber, carbohydrates, protein, and fats. And then you've got your micronutrients, which is your vitamins and minerals. Now, when it comes to the calories, carbohydrates and protein have 4 calories per gram, and fats have 9 calories per gram. Now, in order to work out what your maintenance calories is, so to speak, what you first need to understand is TDEE. So TDEE stands for total daily energy expenditure. And what that means is how much energy you're using in a day. Then you need to understand what BMR stands for. Now, BMR stands for basic metabolic rate. Now, that gives you an indication of the amount of energy needed to be able to maintain your current weight, as well as maintain the vital organs in your body, but this is without exercise. Easiest way I found to calculate your calories, and this is something that I use, is what I'll do is, so for every pound you weigh, so lean weight, so my current lean weight is 150 pounds. So that's 150 pounds, so that's 150 grams of protein, times that by 4. Why? Because there's 4 calories in a gram, and then that will give me 600 calories. Sorry about the writing there, I do understand it is very small. I'm going to work on trying to blow up my writing, so to speak. Now, to work out your fats, what you need to do is 150 pounds, which is your body weight, times that by anything between 0.3 to 0.5. Now 0.3 would be, let's just say you're wanting to reduce body fat, then you go with the lower end of the scale. Whereas if you're wanting to add lean muscle, then I would go with the higher end of the scale, which is 0.5. Now, you can hover in between, you can play around with these, so don't worry too much on it, don't fixate on it. But as an example, let's just say we're going to go 150, and to calculate my macros, we're going to do 0.5. So 150 times 0.5 will be 75. Now, all we do is 75 times 9, because a gram of fat is 9 calories. So 75 times 9 is 675. So 675 calories are then going to be from our fats. 675. Okay, so that's 1275 calories that we've already made up from our protein and fats, and then we've got to hit 2500 calories. Now, from that 2500 calories, so that means we've got about 1275 calories to hit. Now, to work out your carbs, what you do is get the calories remaining, which is 1225. Okay, so 1225 calories remaining. We divide that by 4. Why? Because there's 4 calories in 1 gram of carbohydrate. 1225 divided by 4 is 306. 306.25 to be precise, but we'll leave the 0.25. Now, one thing I do want to make everyone aware is, if you're trying to reduce body fat, always try to hit your protein intake. Once you hit your protein intake, then what I would recommend is, which is the easiest way that I've found to do it, is on every meal, just take away a little bit of, pull back on the carbs a little bit, or the fats a little bit. So a perfect example would be, let's just say you cook a full English breakfast for yourself using extra virgin olive oil. Instead of using extra virgin olive oil, use a 1 calorie spray. That will take away easily 50 to 100 calories on the meal. And then substitute, let's just say you have bacon, substitute that with turkey bacon. that will take away another 100 to 200 calories. Instead of having the full fat baked beans, have the reduced fat baked beans. That will take away another 100 odd calories, and then within that one meal you'd have pulled back a couple of hundred calories without even knowing it. So that's a good way to use that formula. When you're reducing body fat, let's just say you're 2500 calories, it takes for you to be in a deficit of 3500 calories in 1 week to lose 1 pound of body fat. So imagine that, 3500 calories in 1 week deficit to lose just 1 pound of body fat. Now you may not think it's a lot, but weigh a pound of butter and you will then see exactly how much it is. Now if you wanted to add muscle, then all you want to do is bump up your calories, not too much, but just by maybe 100-200 calories, just to see how you're doing. You don't want to go too high, just simply because the more calories you consume, the more body fat you're going to put on. If you're wanting to do a lean bulk, you don't want to go too high up, because you will end up putting on a little bit of body fat regardless of which way you go. However, what you want to do is you want to minimize how much body fat you put on, and you want to maximize how much lean muscle you put on. By doing that, you want to be in just a slight surplus and then build your way through that. Now your metabolism is very adaptive, so once you are consuming, let's just say 300 calories more than that, once your body weight stagnates, you will then have to bump it up, but never bump it up by more than a few hundred calories, 200, 300 calories at the most, just simply because then you are then inevitably going to put on body fat, which is what you're not wanting to do. Now when you're putting on lean muscle as well, I do want to reiterate, so when you're getting your protein intake in is essential for the day. Now for your carbs and your fats, it does not necessarily matter where you get those calories from, so you don't necessarily need to stick to 75 grams of fats or 613 grams of carbs, just simply because your fats and your carbs sources are your energy sources, so that's what fuels the body. Now your carb source is used when you are doing weight training, so short bursts of exercise like high intensity is where, or lifting the weight is when you will be using your carb source. For your fat source, you'll be using it during long endurance training, so let's just say a marathon, so that's when you'll be using your fat stores as well. So whichever way you want to make up of it, if you consume on the higher end of the fats and then less carbs, don't worry about it, both of them are your energy source. So but the main thing is to get your protein intake, and then how you then make up the rest of your calories when you're trying to build muscle is up to you. So I wouldn't really fixate on that unless you're trying to train for a professional show, then you may need to vary your macronutrients there. But if it's just for overall health, just for aesthetic reasons, just so you can look good, don't worry about it, because just from hitting your protein intake, you will get that body composition that you're trying to achieve. One quick thing as well, always try to get your vitamins and minerals in for the day and trade, just because it's good for overall health. A lot of the times what we'll do is we'll fixate so much on getting the macronutrients that we'll avoid the micronutrients. We do still need to get the micronutrients in, just simply because without micronutrients, our vital organs, our body just won't function the way it should. The chemicals, the mechanical chemicals within our body as well. Now think of it as a car. If you feed the car poor fuel, if you don't service it as often, then it's just not going to perform the way you want to. Think of your body the same way. The better food you feed yourself, the better micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals that you put in your body, the better your body is going to perform. So always try to get your 5 pieces of fruit and veg a day. And also one thing I would highly recommend you do as well is make sure you drink plenty of water. Now with water, 60% of our body, but actually over 60% of our body is made up of water. So we need water in our system. We need to flush the old water out by consuming more water in a day. Now I always say, to start off with, go for 6 to 8 glasses of water and then build it up as you go. So 6 to 8 glasses, about 2 liters of water a day. As you progress, if you comfortably hit that, then you can add a little bit more, take it to 2 to 3 liters or 8 to 10 glasses. But try to get as much water in as you can. It helps with your mental health as well, just simply because our brain is predominantly made up of water. So having adequate water helps with our reactions, our alertness, how focused we are. Helps with stopping getting headaches as well. So there is a lot of health benefits with water. Can't survive without water for 2 weeks, but you can survive without food for 3 weeks. So I'll just leave that there. And what I would also recommend is try to get at least 20 to 30 grams of fiber in a day. Now your fiber intake is going to come from your carbs, because fiber is essentially dietary carbs, what I would recommend is 20 to 30 grams. Don't overeat on it, because overeating on fiber can have negative effects. Try to hit at least 20-30 grams of fiber a day. Easiest way to estimate how much you have is, let's just say you have a slice of bread which is 25 grams of carbs, then at least make sure 1/5 of those carbs are from fiber, and that way throughout the day as you consume better foods, it'll help you get to that target of 20 to 30 grams a day. And it's also good for keeping you full as well. That's why a lot of the times you'll see a lot of people loading up on vegetables, just because it's high in fiber, it's high in vitamins and minerals as well, so it helps keep you fuller for longer as well, helps with overall general health as well, and stops you from overeating, which is a very big thing. Now, if you found this video helpful, please do comment down below if you want me to make any other videos of any other sorts. I definitely will do. Drop the video a like, it really does help me out a lot, and I appreciate every single one of your support there. If there is anything that you want me to discuss in the future, if there's something you want me to, if there's workouts or how to set up a workout program for beginners, or what workouts to do, what sets, what reps, what to do, please comment down below, drop me a message, whichever way you want, and I will make sure that I will create as many videos as I can to help you out. Once again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it as much as you can, and I'll see you next time. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much.